Alright, we're here at Wario, and I'm gonna set up a FC1 event, because, yeah, why not? Okay, so first things first, you gotta create the event. So for this season, we're gonna do FC1 24, meaning 2024, R17, so race 17, Baku, and then the track. Right, I'm also just gonna do this ahead of time, for FC2. Yeah, I'm also gonna make it an FC2 event. Yeah. So I have to swap back to FC1. Here, so now we do slash event, and this is the information for the event. We currently have nothing. We're going to add a few rounds. We're going to make 3 quality rounds and a final round for the race. If it was a sprint, is it a sprint race? No, it's not a sprint race. If it was a sprint race, we'd have 2 final rounds, because one of them would be a sprint race heat, final round heat thing, and then the other one would be for the main race. So I'm going to do heat create. So I'm going to make a heat for each one, like this. And then, so now I do heat info. Generally, we do 10 minutes for heat 1, and 8 minutes for heat 2, and 6 minutes for heat 3. This time it's a little bit special because the Baku is so long. I'm going to go ahead and do 10 minutes for this, and then I'm going to do 7 minutes for the third heat. Just because, like, if you only give them 60 minutes, it's like 3 laps, and then yeah, 3 laps and then like the final lap, but like the first lap is dead because of out lap, right? So you lose like 2 minutes, right? 2.5 minutes for out lap. So yeah, may as well give them. You should probably give them more time. So I'm doing 7 minutes for that, and then for this one in between, I'm gonna do 8.5 minutes, and that's 8.5 times 60 is 510 seconds for heat 2. So it's gonna be 10 minutes for heat 1, 8.5 minutes for heat 2, and then 7 minutes for heat 3. Generally, though, it's going to be 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay, and then we do heat info. And also for quality, we don't want start delay, so we're going to do this. Now we'll just check again. There we go, and then we have the drivers, right? And if we do heat 2, heat 2, you'll see it's at 30 drivers. We actually want 15 for heat 2 because of the F1 quality system, and 10 for that. So now we do heat info. Those look good. Perfect. Okay. Now generally we set up the quality grids and make sure there's enough of them. Because the quality grids from last year might not be correct, and generally are not correct. I already did that, and you just had. I didn't TP. You can set up like a TP thing where like you TP yourself a certain amount if you want it to be exact. I didn't. I kind of did this, so I would like went like this. I was like, I do line up. I do do this. So I do 360 or like whatever direction you're facing. Or you could have done 0. So you just like you don't go forward or back at all. You just hold D in this case. Right, so you don't have to actually. You can do whatever, but yeah, it's a little bit more formal that way, and it looks a little bit better. Although it's not gonna look that great. It's okay. Anyways, back to here. I generally like to hang around the this thing so I can quickly reference how long the lap time is. Okay, so we've made quality. Now we have the final. Generally, we want 30 minutes, 30-minute races. So if the lap time is 2, we'll say 2:15 or we'll say 2:16. So 2 plus 16 divided by 60, that's 2.266. We have to factor in 2 pits, right? So we're gonna say 2 pits because that's what we always do. And then we do so we're gonna approximate each pit to be 30 seconds long. So we're gonna say like it's gonna be like a 29-minute race plus 2 pit stops. So it'd be 29 divided by 2.266, and we get 12.79. So if we go up to 13, what happens? We do 13 times 2.266, you get 29.46, and that's like we're going over 30 minutes for like the good drivers or whatever. We could do 13, or we could do 12. If we do 12, then that's going to be 12 times 2.266 thing, and that's 27.2 plus pit stops, so that's 28.2. I think that's fine. So I initially did 12. We could do 13. No, we'll do 13. We'll do 13. Yeah. 13. Okay, so I guess we're doing 13. 13.2, 35 drivers, you want 30. It automatically does 35, by the way, because there are 35 grid spots set up in timing system. And that's good for FC2. We also might want to add more for FC2. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. So we've done all that. If we had loneliness, we'd do round lonelify or heat lonelify, I think. But we don't have loneliness, and then yeah. So now I'm gonna look ahead, take a look at. I think yeah, we only have 12 checkpoints. I think they're pretty spread out. I looked at it earlier. So we have to look at how spread out the checkpoints are. Well, actually, we can do this on race day, but where the frick? Am I just lagging? No, I can't see them. What the? Huh? Oh wait. Oh, I had it viewed. Oh, oops. If they're far away, then that means yeah. Okay, this is good. So the safe reentry system looks at the checkpoints, and basically like if you're like here, it'll look at like the most recent checkpoint and maybe the one beforehand too. I don't really remember. And it'll be like if someone has entered that region or whatever and hasn't hit the next one or something like that, and you're staying on the side, it'll tell you to wait. So basically, if the checkpoints are far apart like this is like pretty ideal, because then you get warned even if someone's like all the way back there, right? Which is good, especially for such a high-speed track. If there were like 2 more checkpoints in between that one and this one, then like you'd only get warned. Like imagine if there was like a checkpoint like right here, right? You're sitting right here, you're gonna get warned way too late about that guy you just joined, right? So yeah, generally we actually check this like when it's too late. Like after like the event, like half an hour before the event starts. So yeah, not the best practice. You don't even want to practice it, like test it or check it beforehand, like well ahead of time. Like right now is a good time, like 3 days ahead, 2 days ahead. But yeah, this seems fine right now. If it wasn't okay, what you would do is maybe make a copy of the track. You could just like not have a selection, do tx copy Baku, and then like afterwards you do tx paste Baku 2024 race, something like that, right? So you'd first do this, right, and then you do that, starting from the same spot, and then it would make a duplicate of the track. And you have to hide the leaderboard, the location leaderboard. You have to remove the leaderboard. So like it would paste another leaderboard, which is why you've seen sometimes like 2 leaderboards on top of each other. It looks weird, right? Yeah. So. And then you adjust the regions like that. And you select like Baku 24 race, and then you'd like T region checkpoint. You define more regions or define less regions or whatever, and that's so that you don't like ruin the leaderboard. Like you don't want to edit this track initially because like it would ruin the splits for these guys. Yeah. So that's it. Okay. I think that's it. So now that's all the prep work. Now on race day we do things like here. Let me see. On race day we have to basically add everyone who is on the server and is signed to a team. So for instance, like in this case, let's see. So this is I copied all of this from the spreadsheet. Let me get the spreadsheet. So here. Okay. So it's JV team standing, team drivers. We go here. I'm about to leak all these people's names. No way. Most recent thing. So I'm in PDT. So this means 12 a.m. or 10 a.m. Or this translates to 10 a.m. PST PDT. This is at 9:40. So he passes up. Wait, can you name this? What? You can name that? Oh, that's crazy. Anyways, that's cool. Yeah, so that is past the deadline, he's fine. So I just copied all of this over to here. Like I made a new sheet. Yeah, so like you just kind of write it down here. And then, so for instance, if like Blue is online, I would do, let's see here. Event sign FC1 24 R17 Baku. Here's a little hack. You copy this, right, including the space. So you can just like, you just say something, and then you paste, and then you can do Blue 64, And then you can do like, okay, so who's next? Okay, legendaries online, legendary A7. Okay, and then you just paste and you're so much faster in there, right? So that's what you do. If, for instance, legendary isn't online, you mark them as red. You don't sign them yet, and yeah. And then like as you get closer to the event, you ask the team owner, the Lapis, hey, is legendary gonna show up, or should I sign that Lapis instead? Interesting. Or should I sign Bolt instead? And so on. Or you can ask Lapis and Bolts if they're in game, if they're reserving, because they might know. And if they are, then you sign Lapis this if he says he's reserving for legendary, and then you do this or something. Yeah, so that this indicates that they're reserving for legendary kind of thing. Yeah, and then I think that's the setup. You also have to check 107% rule. So in this case, or 106% rule for between quality and race, or no, sorry, between pre-practice and quality. So for this, it'd be 2 times 60 seconds, right? Plus 13.2. So we have 133.2, right? And 133.2 is that's his time in seconds. Mafios' time. And then multiply that by 1.06 times 1.06 equals 141.192, which equals 221.192. So basically, if someone had a time, if they weren't signed to a team as a driver or as a reserve driver, then if they had a time that was like 2:21.2, they wouldn't get in, but if they have 1.5, they would get in, right? Yeah. So that's that, and that's like, I think we take the time. I don't know. I don't think it's specified when we take that time. Like for instance, if someone has a like a 0.5 or something, right? And if they have like a 0.5, they don't pass it. Like let's say that we're supposed to start at like 1 p.m. EST, right? And it's like 12:59 p.m. PST or EST or whatever, right? So like we're like 1 minute beforehand. They have a 0.5. Okay, the bell hits like 1 p.m. The clock hits 1 p.m. and they still have a 0.5, right? But Adam is like behind, and he says like, okay, give us another 5 minutes, right? Let's say the guy then sets a 0.1, right? Okay, they're within the thing. I don't think it's written down anywhere if we let them in or not. I don't think it's written down anywhere. I don't know if you have any precedents. I think I have done both in the past. I think in some races I've like said yes. I think in some races I've said no. So yeah, I don't know. As of the recording of this video, it hasn't like specified what you go with. If like you go with the T times leaderboard at the scheduled event start, or T times leaderboard like right before starting quality. That hasn't been specified yet. But yeah, so if someone had like a 0.25 or 0.2 before starting, or like whenever the cutoff is, you would not include them. You'd have to like announce blip dash did not meet the 106% rule between free practice and race or quality. So you say like that, the 106% rule cutoff was 221.192. Blip dash, yeah, so they cannot participate. And this is like assuming Blip dash is a not a main or reserve driver for any teams, right? You say that. Yeah. I think that's it for FC1. I think there's other stuff that needs to be done as well. Let's see here. And okay, so like if we want to go into like, okay, so yeah, no. I shouldn't. This is not a video about how to run FC1. It's a video of how to set up the event. Well, I mean, it could be a video for how to run an FC1 event. You know what? Fine, we'll make it that. So before FC1, you have to run all these commands, right? So you have to turn on the boss bar. Okay, all right, here we go. We'll do this. I don't know. I have time for now. So go spawn. Under here is the boss bars. Red means FC1, blue means FC2. So, here's where you set the stuff. So, if we know that we're starting late, 10 minutes late, let me do that, let me do this. And this is how you turn it on. This sets it for all players, like once every That's not, oh, I didn't press the button. Okay, so, update it, press button, push down lever, it still says one. Oh wait, no, it is that. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so whitelist generally stays at 1, and then yeah, like we've done that in the past. Testing stuff, by the way, guys. Don't worry about the boss bar. So do that, right? So okay, yeah. If we're starting 5 minutes late, say 105. You say if we're starting 10 minutes late, you do that, whatever. Yeah. And if you want to update it, say that I want to change it to like 115. I don't think I can just press the button. No, I have to turn off the lever, press that, and then press that, and turn on the lever again. Or honestly, you might just be able to. Oh yeah, you only have to turn off the lever. Okay. Yep. So there's that. You go ahead and. Okay. Turn on boss bar. You do these commands. It's just copy paste for all of them. Disable vote races. So this would be frost text details. Vote race. Oh wait. God dang. I don't remember how to do this. Shit. Oh wait. How did I read this as not the command? I read it as what it does, but yeah, just run that, right? So I'm just gonna turn it on to enabled for now, because it's free practice. Turn on whitelist when the whitelist time hits. You close everything. You do this, and for this would be Baku 2024. Right. So then this will close every track step for Baku. Watch him say some really bad stuff. You do this. You only do this if you know that the checkpoints, like I said earlier, if you know that checkpoints are far enough apart for it to give you reliable information. Check the events tab in the Discord. This is through console. This yeah, like you just click the thing. I don't think we do the same. You can have someone, yeah. And then this is between quality and race. You turn off the safe entry thing, or else people will be warned about it during the race, which is very sad. I would say, yeah, you know what. Okay. Yeah, so that's FC1. I think Baku. I think that's it. And then I guess yes, like I guess if you want to see what you do like during the event, like yeah, watch like any other race control POV. Basically, it's like, oh my god, it's still on. So we'll start like quality, right? So load the quality heat. So it's gonna be heat load. Oh no, wait. Oh no. When you want to do the event, so you're gonna shit. Okay. We're 30 minutes for the event, right? Okay. We're gonna do that thing with the spreadsheet that I said earlier, right? Where we go through. We go through. If they're here, sign them. If they're not here, mark them as red. Ask the team owner if they're gonna be there, and ask for the reserve they're reserving, and so on. And you're gonna do event sign FC1 24 R17 Baku, right? And then laser sloth, right? Now I'm a main driver. I'm signed, but then after you sign like everyone, if after you go through, you know, like you mark like this guy as like red or whatever because they didn't show up yet. After you've gone through everyone, you do event broadcast fit to reserve. This is for everyone who is not going who's not a reserve for, or I guess even if they are a reserve, like 2818, if he shows up, he can click it there. I guess that's fine. But yeah, you're gonna assign all of these drivers, because or all the drivers over here, and then like if the app is reserving, you sign them, right? Instead of reserve them, because then you're gonna when you do like right before quality, you do event or round fill heats sorted, and then you do signed first. You enter that, and then afterwards you round fill heats sorted reserves, right? So that's going to assign all of the main drivers first, and then all of the reserve drivers and other people, right? So yeah, and then so then we do, and then you do event start. You do event start afterwards, and then you do heat load R1Q1, right? And that's going to load them all over there. And then one person in race control typically checks to make sure they're ready, brings out a bell and spams it in their face if they aren't responding. If we have a, if we do end up getting like a, if we do end up getting like a heat ready check thing, you do like the heat ready check or whatever, ready check, or whatever the command is, right? And then the other person typically goes around the track. I think flying backwards is what I normally do, to see if there's anyone on track, and if I spot anyone, I do game mode spectator, brekkie, or whatever, right? And then I just kind of have game mode spectator copied, so I can just be like, Crumbcat isn't supposed to be on track, bang, right? Etc. And then I fly around the whole track, which will take forever because the block is enormous. And then when I'm done, I tell Just Brew, okay, yeah, I'm done. And if we're both ready to go, then we say we're starting the heat in chat or whatever, and then we start the heat. Do that for all three. And then during the heat, typically we have console open because that tells the admins in the console, right? It says in the console if someone's like sitting somewhere unsafely, and that's basically just scanning if anyone's just like sitting in place, basically, or are going slow enough. I think that you're actually not going slow enough if you're just driving over off-road like this. I don't think it's a spam chat or a spam console if you do this. But yeah, so basically TP to anyone like that, you can do TP and just have that copied, so it can be like TP Crumbcat, bang, I'm over here, right? Oh look, they're unsafe. You can't reset during quality. And you watch them, and then if they do something, like if they unsafely re-enter, then you say it in chat. Generally we say what I have been doing since the start of this, I think, is I give them one warning, and if they do it again afterwards, then they're out, and that the warnings persist through all of quality. So if someone gets warned in Q1, and then they're fine for the rest of the heat, and then they're in Q2, and they do Q2, and they block again, or unsafely re-enter again, then you're banned from quality. And see the rule book for information about how people get banned from, like, that stuff. Oh, it's a 1-1-1-2-2-1-2. Oh my god, this needs to be like this. It needs to be like this. Ugh. Anyways, so watch for unsafe re-entries. We don't care for outlap. Outlap is like whatever. Technically, it does affect things. Like if someone unsafely re-enters in front of Ozone, and Ozone was like in a really good spot because he had so much free air and he was comfortable with people around him, and then you kill him, then he gets behind like Walta. That's sadness, right? And that technically, that is affecting things, and that probably that might maybe need to be punished. We don't punish those. We haven't punished those. We aren't going to punish those, at least as of the time of this recording. So we don't care about that. If people want to re-enter on outlap, so be it. Like it said in the sheet, you also kind of probably want to have someone on guard. Oh my god, I can just do this. So I guess just have someone sit right here or something if you really want to, and then see if anyone starts their lap or something before the people who like get here and skip properly do it. Because then, like, for instance, that would mean like, oh yeah, they like exited the pit lane, and then they went like over here, and then they just like drove across, and then they started the lap early, because that's against the rules. You have to drive on the ice to skip out that kind of thing, right? So it'd be legal to do this, but it wouldn't be legal to like do this. Yeah. So I think that's it for quality. You know, take top 15. Then after quality, you actually look at like the heat results. I'm just gonna select FC1 24 16. So we're gonna heat results. So like after quality, you do this, right? Noah, was there really only 21 people? What? Do round results. Maybe it's round results. 21 people. Okay, so you take this 63.6 times 1.07. That is a 68.052, which equals 108.052. Noah is within that, and so everyone makes it through, right? But if Noah had like a 108.6 or something, he wouldn't make it through. Or 106, even if he got like a 108.05, he would get in, because like that too. But if he got a 108.10, he wouldn't get in, right? So do that in between quality and race. And it's 1.07, so 107% rule. And then race, just make sure everyone's ready. It's going to be like heat load, to load them onto the grid. Make sure they're all ready. Make sure no one's on track. So fly backwards. Put them in spectator if they're on track and they aren't supposed to be on track. Communicate with the whoever team beforehand, I guess. Yeah, so like beforehand, make sure that the stream team is ready. That goes for quality and race. Or really just, no. We normally, okay. Before quality, we make sure the stream team is ready to go. And I'm normally like telling Alessandro. He's normally like the co-commentator guy, and he's normally who I talk to. He normally says like, yeah, okay, we're probably gonna need 5 minutes. Sometimes I have to talk to Adam. And then when they're good, load the first quality heat, and so on. But then in between quality and race, you're gonna, I think we just, after quality, we do event countdown and start, like 5 minutes or something, and then race loads in. And then you do, like, you run this command, and it'll, like, have a 5-minute countdown at the top of your screen, saying when the race will start. And then, like, when that countdown ends, you load, you press enter, then you put it on the grid. And then, yeah, someone makes sure they're all ready, and someone makes sure there's no one else in track by flying backwards. Once that's all good, we say in chat we're starting, and then we heat start. And then after that, we sit there. So technically, during the race, we're supposed to watch for people hacking. We're supposed to watch for people blocking intentionally and stuff like that. We also have to run the gimmick. So, for instance, if there was a gimmick that summoned lightning bolts from the sky, we'd have to run that at the right time, right? Or whatever it is. Yeah. So, and then afterwards, it's just going to be like, that's just it. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for FC1. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Let me double check my spreadsheet, see if I'm forgetting anything. Race control notepad. Yeah. Like do this for in between quality and race, right? Yeah. What's that? Yeah, no, we don't need that. Okay. Cool. And then after that, then you start on FC2 pretty much immediately. Select FC2. We already made it earlier. Okay, we're gonna start with FC2 now. So look at such event. Oh my god, it's empty. So it's typically one quality round, and then one, if it's a non-sprint race day, it's a one final round. And we're doing, there's multiple heats in quali in FC2. Yes, there are. So you create multiple in the first round, because basically it combines the results, right? So someone, let's say 15 people are in here and 20 people are in here. Someone from here like beats 20th or 15th place from here, they would start in 15th or whatever, right? Because it's like the results combine, which is why they're all in the same round. But for FC1, you have different rounds because those are individual like sections of quality, right? You don't combine the results of the 3 heats. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You might need to do 3 heats. Oh, I did the thing. You might need to do 3 heats, depending on how many people show up. Also, event broadcast 50 sign. You do this like immediately, like right after you make the event, just so that people can sign in. And it's signed because we don't have any like main drivers for teams, right? And then you do event. This is gonna fill up. We're gonna get signed people over time, and then we're gonna go ahead and do like 6 minutes here, 6 minutes here, just because like generally quality and race are typically shorter than FC1. And then we're gonna go ahead and cap it off. Like for instance, if like we're coming up on like the start of the event, and like we have like 36 people signed, typically what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to do like 21, right? But 36 divided by 2 is 18. Why are you doing 21? Honestly, like 23. Why are you doing 23? 1860. It's supposed to be 18. No. So what happens is people join late, and it's annoying. It's really annoying, and they join late. And what happens is like look, select FC2 24 16 Monza. Heat info here. We had 18 drivers, right? So yeah, okay, like, but then guess how many were in Heat 2? Like 21. like, you know, it's we're gonna get more drivers in the other one, so you're gonna probably want to split unevenly, because then it'll balance out a lot better. Yeah, so we're gonna 24, 17. Yeah, so we're gonna do like, so for instance, yeah, if like there's 36 people signed, we need 23, and then just bank on like 7 more people or however many showing up for the second heat, because that typically is what happens. We're gonna get a lot more people for heat 2. Yep, and then do that. So we're in setup still. I'm just gonna do that for now. That's fine. And then so for setup, rated 13 for FC1, so maybe like 7, and then like 2, right? So that's crazy. Yeah, we typically do like 70%, 60% race length compared to FC1. In this case, 13 laps is what we did for FC1. So if you want to take it literally, it's 13 times 0.7, so that's 9. Yeah, actually, we actually do like half. 0.6 is 7.8. I don't know. I'd say 7. 8 is debatable. Like we could do 8. We could do 8. Let's do 8. Well, so like if they set 225 lap times, so 2 plus 25 divided by 60. Have a calculator on hand, by the way. If it wasn't obvious, I'm using a handheld calculator. It's really nice. I'm also an engineering major, so like I'm used to using calculators a lot. Yeah, so 225 lap times. Let me go back to Baku. 225 lap times. For reference, you get 213s here. You just say 225 for in this case now. Like you can say 230 if you want. Yeah, we can do 230. 2.5 times 8. That gives you 20-minute race. I think we generally want to aim for 20-minute races. So that's 66% of FC1 length. So in this case, 8 laps would give you 20-minute race without even factoring in pit stops and without even like, well, I guess, yeah. Maybe not 230. Maybe we'll do like, yeah, 225, 224. We'll do 223. Yeah, and then times 8, that'll be 19 flat basically. So I guess, yeah, 8 laps is okay. We'll just say 8 laps. Well, yeah. And then it's 19 plus the 2 pit stops and like 20 for someone who's going, what, 223, so 10 seconds off. Yeah, so somebody's going to finish in like 18 minutes. That's fine. And then, yeah, and then this can be uncapped. We're going to go ahead and just add more slots right now. Because you might get higher than 35, and I'd rather not do it on event day, like when trying to run the event. So yeah, let's do it now. So we have a T location grid, and that adds one more grid to the back. So that was 37. This will add 38th, 39th, 40th. You can specify 41, 42, 43, but that takes a lot longer, and it's just nice to just T up arrow enter. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for a little bit, and then if you get grid generator, then that'll be a lot easier. But okay, for in this case, we're going on diagonal. It's not even. Yeah, it's not like. Yeah, like all the way over there is like super. Like it's actually straight along the axis, like straight east. But then it kind of curved, like goes like this. So like this. So you can't use grid generator here, but like it's, yeah, whatever. I lost count. 52. Oh, it's actually pretty close. Wow. So yeah, now we have 54. We should be fine. Heat info that 54. Sure, we'll take 54 drivers. Yeah. Cool. And I think that's it. So we did check one more time. That seems fine. That seems fine. 0 start today. 30. We'll set the max drivers. Like I said, yeah, you're supposed to already set that. Yeah, okay. So that's set up. And of course, keep spamming, not spamming. Broadcast fixed sign. You just do this every so often, and then people will sign up. And then right before quality, do round fill heats, sort it all. Or you do sign, just do all, and now set fill all the heats, the quality heats, and then you do heat load. You load the heat, and then you realize that soda soaker's in the heat, and then you remove them. You do it in that order because it's funnier. That's the reason why I've been doing it like that. Yep. That's why I've been doing it. That I'm FC1. I'm race control god. Everything's intentional. All according to plan. Yeah. So okay, and here's where it gets really shit. So FC2 is a lot more chaotic, and honestly, like. I thought FC1 was okay. So they're both shit in their own regards, right? FC1 is because you have to deal with people complaining about unsafe re-entries, and that's just sad because like now it's actually like you have to make actual decisions, and like yeah, it fucking blows. But then FC2 sucks because it's just chaotic. You have a bunch of people who don't know what the hell they're doing, getting on track, driving during quality and shit, and at this point, I'm typically by myself. I don't have Justin, right? He's gone to eat lunch, and like that's fine. He's not obligated to help me. I haven't told him I need my help, so it's kind of my fault. But like, like if I told him I need help, he probably would say, but I haven't. So anyways, regardless, yeah. So here's where it gets really chaotic. Here's where it blows. Because now, like in FC1, you had someone who checked the drivers and someone who checked the track. We only have one person now. So typically, I just check the track and I just say, hold W if you're ready. And then after I check the track and like, yeah, they're sure. I actually don't even generally check if they're ready. I kind of just load and start. So I do a lap around the track, make sure no one's here, and then put in the spectator if they're being stupid and don't know what's going on and driving the track. And I start and I keep flying around a little bit. Or typically what I have been doing is I camp out at the TT spot. I camp out here, and if Pringo is not supposed to be in here, then I see him driving. I just do this, and I just get ready, and and I also watch chat a little bit, also eat lunch a little bit. Just try to prevent these people who don't know what the hell they're doing from getting on track. And it's going to suck. I cannot stress enough how much it's going to suck. It blows. I hate it. It's actually just, dude. Please, I wish people knew what was going on, but they don't, and that's the nature of a newbie league. Is that, I mean, a league that's like open to newbies because they're not going to know what's going on. And you also have to answer questions in chat, like for instance, I believe that there is some version of Baku in PMC. I don't know what year or how similar it is to this 2024 version of Baku, but yeah, and I do like 20 times a minute, and that's not actually though, but yeah, you have to answer people, right? You're not gonna get 20 questions a minute, I think, at least not right now. I'm not, but yeah, like not in these events I haven't been. Yeah, okay. I think that's that, and then otherwise, what else? And then you like when everyone seems finished, you heat finish probably because there's probably someone who disconnected. So if there's someone's like offline and the heat isn't finishing, you do heat finish, and then you heat load. Also something you have to do during quali because people don't know what's going on. Oh my god. I skipped everything. Sorry. Okay. Before FC2, come to the boss bar. Right. You go back to spawn. We've already done this, so you press this button, you edit this, whatever blue says, turn on the lever, And then when you have to turn it off later, like when quality starts to do that. And then let's see here. Don't worry about that. this basically every so often in Process 1, like server FH1, it'll like broadcast in chat like, hey, you should join FC2. It starts at this time. You turn off whitelists before FC2, like well beforehand. You run these commands, turn off safe entry, and then right before quality, turn off the boss bar. Chainsaw Man is dying. Wow. Rip Chainsaw Man. Good anime, but yeah. Okay. So then, oh yeah. Here's a good thing to do. Here's a really good thing. You see this? You just have this, like, you need to have this on hand because you're gonna see people who don't know what's going on. You have to spam it, right? Just up arrow T, up arrow T, T up arrow spit, T up arrow enter, T up arrow enter, T up arrow enter. Just get used to that. There's not. It doesn't help a lot of the time, honestly. But like, at least you're trying. So if you see someone who's not supposed to be on track, step 1, put them in the spectator mode. Step 2, spam this. And kill everyone's ears. I'm sorry, those people don't know what's going on. You know, I'm sorry. Yeah. Also, before quality or like when you do the first heat, like announce this. Let's say what's going on. Briefly explain quality. And then you also have to announce, like, draft up a thing. So you heat info, this, you check the drivers, you like heat 2, Chainsaw Man, Villagers Voth, Versacala, Drumcat, and if they're offline, then L. You just have to spell it out, right? You do all of it, and then you send it in chat, and then you also like / announce it. Like, you do that. You try your best to convey the information. They're still gonna ask. They're still gonna know what's going on, but at least you're trying, and it helps some people. I will say that it does help some people. So you do that while also gatekeeping TT, and also praying that there's no one else like who's joined on track from the pit lane who you don't know about. You just pray that it doesn't happen, and you ignore people saying people blocked people in quality because you cannot, bro. You're doing like 3 other things. I'm sorry that someone's being slow in front of you. It's me too. If they weren't supposed to be on track, then yeah, shit. But like, it's also like, bro, like, dude, I'm doing 3 things here. So yeah, finish heat 1, moving on to heat 2. Very similar. You don't have to draft up an announcement message this time. Still camp out here. Make sure no one's saying on track and they're supposed to be mafioso. Before you start heat 2, send event broadcast shift sign again, and or say, is there anyone else who wants to be in this heat or wants to be in FC2? And if people say they want to be added, then this would be heat dad, and then Chainsaw Man, right? Oh my god, Chainsaw Man. Jesus Christ. Dude, he's still going. Yeah, and then add them, and then you heat the start, and then you do what you did in heat 1. Yeah, and then after that chaos bullshit's over, then it's gonna be round finish. No, actually, what you do is you forget that you had to start the event earlier, so you do event start, and then you do round finish. If you don't event start before doing round finish, I'll yell at you, and the solution is do event finish or event start. Yes, event start. Yeah. Dude, at what point do I take action against this Chainsaw Man guy? It's kind of disruptive. Is it a bot? Oh, is he gone? I think he's gone. Okay, after quality, do a countdown, 3 minutes, check with Blue or stream team, be like, hey yo, how long you want? Propose 3 minutes, they're gonna say yes to 3 minutes, we do 3-minute break, go use the restroom, do / AFK so they know you're AFK, and then come back to everything's on fire. And so you announce, does anyone else want to join FC2? Tell me and I'll add you. the race. Do that like before doing the heat, or when the heat is loaded and the race hasn't started yet, right? Try to get everyone who wants to be there in there, and so on. Put fantasy and needle facts in last place because they always ask for it. And then if you want to race, you can race. Just start yourself in last. That's what I've done. Like that's what I did at Monza. That was really fun. You can just miss quality and just start yourself in last. That's fine. And if someone missed quality, they still want to race. Yeah, you just put them in that space. You can add, and then person who missed quality, right? And then yeah, don't mind that. That's a yep. Don't mind that. That won't happen. Nope. Yeah, and then check the student team. Are you ready? If they are, you say starting. Good luck, have fun, and then you do heat start bonk, and then you press enter and bonk, and then you sit there and eat lunch, or do whatever. You also can you can like scout or watch GT spot, and if there's someone who just gets on track and they're supposed to be on track, you put spectator mode. I think it's happened a few times where like people who weren't supposed to be on track got on track, and like personally, I'm like FC2 is like, bro, like you got people with all skill levels. If you just have a random guy who isn't supposed to be there on track, like I think that was part of the race. Personally, like yeah. In reality, yeah, they shouldn't be, and you should be taking action to prevent people who weren't supposed to be on track from being on track. But like personally, I would forgive you if you missed one. But yeah, generally I eat lunch. Yeah, I can scout here and just deal with people who don't know what's going on, who join late. And then when first place finishes and P16 is like 7 minutes behind, just let it run until someone gets annoyed that the sidebar is being taken up by the race still going on, and check that the guys are okay with you finishing the heat early before they finish, and then if they are, you heat finish, and then you do a round finish after that, and you do an event finish, and then you're good. And then that's FC2. There you go. And then you go cry because of how chaotic and annoying it was. Or you do that during the race, and it's fine. Yeah, I think that's it. And then, oh wait, no, there's after FC2 stuff. After FC2, you turn off the thing. Actually, you should probably do that after race start, yeah. You do this, and then you do this, and you do this, and this opens all the tracks. Check with Adam if he wants you to open the track, like for instance, next to Singapore. So I'd ask Adam, hey, is it okay if I open Singapore? Do you want to close it? And he says, so keep it closed, dude. And I was like, bro, you didn't need to ask me, but like, whatever, okay, I guess. That's what happened last time for Baku. I don't remember what exactly he said, but like, yeah, that's the vibe I got. I don't think he was trying to be an asshole, but yeah. Anyways, I think that's it. How long has this been going for? 48 minutes. That's cool. Awesome. Yep. I definitely meant to do a 48-minute recording. That's it. Have a good one. Thank you. If you have any questions, ask me. This video might be out of date in like 3 months when, for instance, loneliness, if we implement loneliness, or for instance, if timing system gets completely rewritten, or for instance, if I don't know, something happens. But yeah, I guess. I don't know. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.